get much out here lately, but I have actually been getting some pretty good video. Yeah, a couple things. Got two houses coming on the market. I actually have visited the quarry again the other day, bought a bunch of rock, or looked at some rock. Gonna do some like big, like 3/4 ton to 1 ton masonry rock work, and so that's coming. We got a real nice tour of a quarry and how they cut up the rock, which I thought was kind of interesting. I just love machinery in general. But this I want to say, don't be somebody's fool. I talk about the fake gurus. You guys know I'm not a big fan of Chris Crum or Grant Cardone, and believe me, for just obvious stuff. Look, if you're somebody honestly and earnestly want to learn about making money in real estate, you got to look at who your mentor is. If you go to my channel and you go back, I've got probably 1,000 videos or more now, and I've built homes, built big buildings, apartment buildings. I have 185,000 square feet of commercial property. It's commercial, industrial, and some office. I don't even count the residential, but I probably got 30,000 square feet of residential too. But that I tend to turn. It's more of a speculation thing, other than my own home that I keep, obviously. And even as we're driving, I'm kind of stuck in some traffic here, so we might get a little conversation going here. But just from my own home, to give you an example, and this is why I say it's relative experience. Look, I've never seen Chris Crone negotiate a deal. I've never seen Grant Cardone negotiate a deal. I've never seen either of those guys make a deal, a real estate deal, that is really of any importance to what a viewer would want to see. It doesn't encompass getting a great deal, buying under market. I never see that out of those guys. One guy buys houses with your money. The other guy tries to buy apartments with your money, meaning you're the source of the capital, and they get to go along for the ride and take a piece of the action. And all they do is, in my opinion, buy a piece of property for retail that you could do on your own, and which of course is a mistake even to do on your own. You always want to buy under market. That's your hedge. Listen, I got 2 houses. I got 4 houses I'm selling this month, but I bought 4 houses in the last 6 months, and I'll keep in 3 of those 4, or maybe 2 of the 4. But again, I'm turning and I'm making money, even though we're in a declining market. And if you don't think for a second, we're not in a declining market. We're in a declining market. When interest rates go up, values go down, because the masses, and the masses are the asses, they don't say how much, based on, how much can I buy it, because how much can I sell it for, how much profit is there when I buy it. That's what you should be thinking about. How much profit is there on the purchase? A house is like the single biggest purchase most of you will ever make in your life. You should make a profit. When you got that kind of buying power, and you can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I don't care if you have cash or you've got a bank that will loan you, the difference. I mean, that's the whole beauty of real estate anyways, is making money on the borrowed money. But that power to buy something for hundreds of thousands of dollars, don't squander your first opportunity to do that. When you qualify for a loan like that, it's a big deal, and it's a big opportunity. You do things right, you make that first purchase, that may be enough. You may make enough margin on that that it'll pay for another house. I mean, that's the kind. Listen, I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars on a single purchase. I've made millions of dollars on a single purchase. It doesn't happen all the time, but what does happen all the time is buying property under market. That does happen all the time. I got several students in my class that have already made their first million inside of a year, a few million. One guy particularly I'm thinking of, we'll just say over 2 million, maybe over 3 million it looks like, in a year and a half, 2 years. That's the kind of stuff that can happen. But so just talking about real estate in the general market, the Fed's probably going to go up another half a point or 3/4 of a point again. I've got 2 houses I'm putting on the market. I'm staging these, by the way, so just stay tuned and you'll see those. Both houses already had furniture delivered today. The stager got strep throat. A lot of people are sick right now, which in a way it pushed my plans back for listing, but that's okay, because what it's going to allow me to do is, just to do a few more little tweaks and make it maybe a little bit nicer. Just little things, like there's a basketball, hoop on the place. I went ahead and had the backboard repainted black, and just a couple things to sharpen it up. Just little things. That's the thing. When you put money in, you start to do a value add, you'll find out quickly that every time you do something nice to your property, it makes whatever's next to it look even older. You put a new refrigerator, all of a sudden the cabinets look old. You almost got to be very careful what you put in there. Otherwise, it's just going to lead to one more expansive remodel than you realize, because every time you do something, it makes everything else in some ways look worse. It just makes like, oh gee, beautiful fridge and an ugly old kitchen. Then you get the countertops. But anyways, all that stuff is fine. It's really, let me just tell you, those of you that are new to real estate, but most people don't have common sense, and so it's not that easy for a lot of people. But I bought maybe 200 properties over the last 41 years, made tens of millions of dollars doing it. I have hundreds of thousands of dollars a month coming in now in rents, and that's a big number. And it could be more than that, to be honest. I've had a great life. I've been doing this since I was 19 years old, and the harder you work, the more you'll make. I've diversified some. I've taken some of that money that I've made, and I've applied it into areas that I'm not so good at, and I lost money in some of those areas. But the thing that's always been consistent and the big money maker for me has always been real estate, and that's the kind of manner you need. And if you go to FlipAnythingUSA.com, you take a look. You can see a lot of video testimonials from people who have been in the class, or get the book. The book is $10. I make $7 on a book. It's peanuts, but could be worth $1 million to you. It has been worth $1 million to many people now. So anyhow, I just wanted to just share and let you guys know a couple things that are coming. The houses that I have, I'm putting on the market, and like I said, these are ones that I bought. A couple of them just recently. $300,000 a piece, 303 and 300. I expect one to sell a little over 400,000. If things would have kept on going how they were, then maybe they would have gone for 500. But I'm a realist. The values have dropped since I bought them, and that doesn't mean they're worth less than I paid for them. They're not. It just means what was an easy $100,000 profit is probably going to be more like a $70,000 or a $60,000 profit. Not a big problem, right? Not too big a problem. But so that's, I'll share that with you there. But again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and you fill out the mentorship survey. I definitely fill out the mentorship survey. You get afforded a discount on it if you do decide to get in it. I've got a free webinar coming up too. Be sure to sign up for that. And I'll tell you, I'm already starting to see some of these fake gurus. They're starting to change gears. Like they realize, real estate's not popular right now, and now they're trying to sell franchises and other things. Bitcoin, of course, is just eating people. This cryptocurrency, FTX thing has really brought a lot of negative attention to it, so everybody's always trying to pass off their problems to somebody else. So you can't really trust what you see on the news either. People will talk a good story about certain things, if you watch the financial channels, but really they're just trying to put a good face on it until they get rid of their crap inventory to somebody else, and then you probably get the truth out of them. But that's it. Thanks for watching. See you.